everybody, I'm back again. I'm back again. I'm back again. I've been away for a couple of weeks now. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But I'm back again now. Yeah, so we had a couple of slip ups. Yeah, so there was, would I call it technical issues? Or I think it's a combination of technical issues and my time and workload and a lot of things in general. And some of these things have just prevented me from sharing a video, but I'm here again. There are some things that I'm working on that I'm going to be sharing as we progress, but best be assured that I'm back again. Um, I'm back again better. I'm back again um, better and more energized and with more capability and capacity to deliver and give value here on this channel. So I'm back again and it's so good to be here. It's always a pleasure and I'm always happy to show up on your screens, to show up here and share videos and talk about stuff. Yeah, so once again, in case you're joining me for the first time, my name is Grace, and on this channel, I share my faith and my life journey. So, thank you for tuning in once again. Thank you for being here on my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about something exciting, something I feel like this topic is like a very, very crucial topic, especially if you are um walking this faith walk. You know that's how we're about here. Like that's one of the things that we're about here. Walking this faith walk. We're talking about learning to surrender, and I'll be sharing how I found peace by trusting God's plan. Have you ever struggled to let go? Even though you know that's what you should do, you know you're supposed to surrender, but then you're struggling with it. Have you ever been in that position or in that point or in that place? If you've ever experienced it, I guess I feel like you would understand where I'm coming from as I share and as I speak to you in this video. First of all, I am someone who likes to be in control. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times I'm from Ondo State, and one of the things that they say about people from Ondo State is like they are strong-willed, blah blah blah. I don't know how true that is, but then that's something they say. But I can be very, very. I like to be independent. I like to know what to expect from life. I like to plan myself. I like to be in control of things so that I don't get disappointed. I remember it was in 2020, and if you remember if you remember what happened in 2020, 2020 was a period when COVID hit, and it felt like everything was on a pause, like everything had to stop. You know, everything was paused, shut down, and I know that that year was a very, very difficult year for a lot of people. So for me, in my own space or corner of the world, I remember that one thing 2020 did was also put things on hold, made me pause, stop, and it felt like at that point God sort of got my attention on a whole lot of things that year. So I remember that at that point there were a lot of things happening. I was dealing with different things. I was dealing with a lot of emotional situations and circumstances. And I remember that I was asking God for one thing and God was pointing my attention to something else. God was only opening my eyes to other areas of my life and He was asking me to surrender. And for some strange reasons, I realized that I hadn't surrendered, that area or that situation or that part of my life to God. Okay, so coming from someone who loves God, like I love God, and At that point, it seemed as if I'm living my life for God. Like I love God so much, and I felt like I had actually surrendered. Like I've surrendered everything to God. Like God, you have everything. You have my life. You have my heart. You have my this. You have my that. So now, here, God is telling me, I want you to give this to me, and I'm like, Lord, hold up. Give you this. Okay, so if God is saying give me this, why am I reacting this way? Why am I feeling scared and not able to surrender that to God? So it just dawned on me, and that was one thing God was trying to point my attention to, that Grace, you are not surrendered. You're not fully and totally surrendered to me. And I was kind of shocked. Like, wow, really? Going deep down into the story, I realized that one of the reasons why I was struggling with surrendering to God was because at some point in my life, there was a wrong representation of authority. There was a wrong representation of authority to me. A particular figure had abused that role of authority, and I was kind of guarded, and I felt like I had to protect myself. So I believe that one of the process, God took me through was understanding his person and his nature and his love for me. Like there was a deep revelation of God's love for me. When you really understand how much God loves you, then I believe that it would not be so difficult to surrender, like in my own situation and case. I realized that um, God is capable and able to protect me and cover me and help me. So going through, if he's asking me to surrender and give whatever part of, if he's asking me to give him his life, first of all, he died for me and he gave his life for me. Like the biggest way that he showed that he loved me is that he gave his life for me. Like he died for me. So if he has given me his life, then that's coming from a place of love because he loves me. So if he loves me so much, then I can trust him with my life, with myself, and with everything that concerns me. And I know that I'm safe. So I remember that, during that period, it was just a whole lot going on. I remember vividly. As much as I realized that there are levels to working with God, there are levels to knowing God, there are levels to experiencing God. That year was God taking me deeper, another level, another layer of experiencing Him, knowing Him, and working with Him. One of the things that happens when you surrender to something, to someone, or to God, it means that now you're working on His own terms. He's the one who is in control of the whole process. He can say, okay, this is what you want, but then he's asking you to wait. You experience waiting seasons, you experience you walking by faith, experience you not always getting everything you want, because there are times when you're praying for something and God doesn't do it the way you want it. Like now things are happening on his own terms, the way he wants it to go. And that's one of the things that happens when you surrender to God. And I guess this is one of the things that makes it difficult, because they are not in control. God is one in control. If you are going through this right now, sis, bro, I understand. I've been there. So I know what it means. I know what that means very, very much. So that's when you have to now learn patience. Hey, Jesus, working with God, you have to be patient. You have to patiently wait. You have to patiently wait. And, you know, apart from one of, they're also beauty. As much as, you can't do things on your own terms or by your own self. One of the things you also experience is you experience having someone else be in control is also um makes you be more at peace, because like, okay, the person is in charge, and not just in charge, like the person also has the power and capacity to like hold you. God is powerful. God has the capacity to, you can trust God. because he's able, he's God, he created heaven and earth, so like he's trustworthy. So that sort of makes you, put you at peace, like having someone else, having someone, having, you know, God who is who is stronger and powerful, take control and take charge of your life, has a way of, making you be at peace and assured that you'll be fine, you're okay, and greater than your imagination, greater than what you think. Like God is able to do bigger than what you can ever think or imagine. Like, so those are some of the things that you experience, when you surrender to God. That I experienced when I surrendered to God. In this case, we're talking about me, right? So I guess 2020 was that year when, you know I got that another level of surrendering, another level of deeper work with God. Sometimes when things are happening and everything around you screams like this is not going to go well. Like things will not go well. Everything around you screams like a negative outcome. But then, because you understand that you are fully surrendered to God, and there's just this assurance that you have, like, God's got you. He's got your back. He's with you. He's in control. And you can trust Him with your life. Like, you've literally surrendered your life to God, and you believe, you understand that you can actually trust God. You can trust God with your life. And that's one of the perks, advantages that I've experienced in my journey and my walk of surrendering to God. Which part, as I close off, as I round up this video, which part of this video resonates with you? Which part of this journey resonates with you? I would really love for you to share that with me in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really look forward to seeing you. I really look forward to watching you in my next video. I have this project that I'm working on, and I'm going to be sharing with you, like, step by step, on how this journey is going, step by step, on how this journey is going. And I'll I know you're going to enjoy it. The next video will be unveiling this project. I look forward to seeing my next video, and till I see you again next time. Bye for now.